Calaroga Shark Media.
From Washington, D.C., where our SEO guys said, what is Project 2025 would be good for downloads, this is Ballot.
That's right. We thought everyone would want to dunk on the press conference from last night, but guess not. Let's hit this. So, what exactly is Project 2025? Picture the Heritage Foundation and their conservative pals huddling in a secret lair, concocting a near 900-page wish list for the next Republican overlord. It's like their Mandate for Leadership series on steroids, full of grand ideas like axing the commerce and education departments and deploying the military at the border. They also want to get rid of porn. But I will remind them, without porn, there are no porn stars. And without porn stars, who are you going to cheat on your third wife with? And it's no coincidence that Trump's name pops up in there more often than a Kardashian in a tabloid. Kevin Roberts, the head honcho at Heritage, has dreams of sparking a second American revolution, which he assures us will stay bloodless if the left allows it. Charming. He's been cooking up this scheme since 2022, hoping it's the golden ticket to a right-wing utopia. Project 2025 isn't shy about its radical ideas. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration gets a special shout-out as a climate change alarm industry villain. Because, weathermen are the real enemy here. Despite Trump's who, me routine, his fingerprints are all over Project 2025. Key architects include his former budget director Russell T. Vaught and personnel chief John McEntee, the guy who was Trump's broom in sweeping out disloyal officials. Trump may claim he's clueless about the whole thing, but that's like saying he doesn't know what a spray tan is. On abortion, Project 2025 is ready to go medieval, while Trump's official Agenda 47 is conspicuously silent. Trump's been waffling on the issue like it's a game of political twister, trying to avoid making waves post-Roe v. Wade. In the end, Project 2025 is a smorgasbord of right-wing dreams and nightmares, depending on your perspective. Whether Trump acknowledges it or not, the ties between his campaign and this hefty document are undeniable. It's like a political soap opera, with Trump playing the role of the amnesiac villain who swears he's never seen this plot before. The Washington Post has an editorial under the headline, Opinion. Are we really going to give Trump a pass? Come on, man. Wait, is that right? Does the headline say, come on, man? Yes, it does. Democracy dies in darkness, man. The Post writes, the heavy-handed attempt to force Biden to quit the race after his disastrous debate has, predictably, backfired. Biden has dug in, pitting elites against the people. Democrats are fighting among themselves. George Clooney is diagnosing Biden's mental competence. He played Dr. Doug Ross on ER, after all. And Republicans can hardly believe their good fortune, as they portray Biden as a zombie, with no good answer to their attacks. Trump's Doral rally was full of endless variations on the Weekend at Bernie's theme. Marco Rubio, now in the final round of auditions to become Trump's running mate, warmed up the crowd by identifying a conspiracy to hide Biden's mental condition. He went on, we know he's not calling the shots. Look, the guy's a figurehead for a shadow government of leftists that are propping him up. Then came Donald Trump Jr. We're running against a party that wants to take away your AR-15, but they gave a vegetable the nuclear codes, he began. He tried another. If Joe Biden showed up to pick you up in an Uber, would you get in the car? Would you let your worst enemy get in that car? Maybe. Dumb ways to die, right, folks? Well, I can answer that. If Joe Biden picked me up in an Uber, I would absolutely get in, and I'd record an interview into my iPhone, and then I'd have the #1 podcast. And then maybe we could afford to fly to Milwaukee next week instead of taking a Greyhound bus. So yes, Don Jr., I would get in. Now, would I let my worst enemy get in? Did you mean Norma? She can get in too. She should get home safe to her 9 cats. Jimmy Fallon continued his scathing commentary saying, the whispers about Biden dropping out of the race are getting louder. They're getting so loud Biden can almost hear them. Biden hasn't seen this many people jump ship since he took that vacation on the Titanic. The political drama never stops, does it? Barack Obama, the guy who once gave us yes we can, is now apparently saying, maybe we shouldn't. So, after Joe Biden's debate performance that had Democrats booking one-way tickets to the moon, Obama stepped up to defend his old buddy Joe on X, saying, "Bad debate nights happen. Trust me, I know." Because nothing says everything's fine, like the political equivalent of a pity pat on the back. But behind closed doors, according to the Washington Post, Obama was practically shaking his head like a disappointed dad at a Little League game. He reportedly told his pals that Biden's path to re-election just got tougher than finding an honest man at a used car dealership. Here's where it gets juicy. George Clooney, Hollywood's silver fox and big-time Democratic donor, decided to play political assassin. He wrote an op-ed in the New York Times saying Biden should step down because, let's face it, Biden's showing his age more than that old pair of sweatpants you just can't throw away. Clooney even gave Obama a heads up before he published it. And Obama? He just nodded along like he was watching a particularly boring episode of Antiques Roadshow. Politico tells us that Obama didn't exactly give Clooney a high five for his move, but he also didn't slap the idea down. It's like when you tell your friend you're gonna break up with their cousin, and they just shrug. Obama's lack of pushback is now causing Biden's camp to break out in a cold sweat, suspecting the former prez might be playing puppet master behind the scenes. As if the political soap opera couldn't get any better, Trump waddled into the scene, swinging wildly on Truth Social. He ripped into Clooney, calling him a fake movie actor who never made a good film. Someone's definitely jealous of Clooney's 2 Oscars. Trump ranted that Biden, aka Crooked Joe, is a disaster who's done everything from weaponizing law enforcement to letting people pour in from prisons and mental institutions. It's like watching a fever dream on social media. So, what's the takeaway? Well, it seems Biden's camp is left defending the president by pointing out that Clooney left a fundraiser 3 hours early, as if that's proof Biden's got more stamina than a Hollywood A-lister. Meanwhile, Trump's camp is hoping Biden stays in the race, because they figure he's easier to beat than someone who hasn't recently mistaken Putin for Zelensky. On tomorrow's show, I'll finally tell you which candidate allegedly ate a dog. That is, if Joe and Don can keep it together this afternoon. By the time you're hearing this, I'll be on a bus at the Port Authority, with tomorrow's show already in the can, with the help of AI, just like today's show. Keep it together, guys. And no, I'm not on my way to the Shore House. I'm taking a bus to Milwaukee. We don't have much budget on this show. We should probably run some more online casino ads. See you in the morning.